Okay, so, remember when you stopped Callus, saved the city, and looked good doing it? When the Witness made that connection after, it rebooted all our Cloud Arc security. Guess the Vex noticed because they busted in here and blew up 5 of my Memorial servers. The audacity, right? Each server is nano-constructed from a Cloud Strider's core drive and filled with all their logs and records. They're irreplaceable. It's not like the Vex are destroyed so randomly. There's gotta be a connection, probably on those wrecked servers. But any data connecting these 5 Striders was in the servers they blew up. Long story short, your buddy Ghost has some sensors I've never seen before. So I thought maybe he could help me scrape the data? Just go take a look at those damaged memorials, see if you can pick up anything.
Welcome, Neomuna, to the Hall of Heroes, where history lives on in you. The Earth author Peter S. Beagle once wrote, "There is no immortality but a tree's love. No one dies so long as they are remembered." So join me, City Archivist Quinn Legari, as we learn about the great heroes who have made our impossible city a reality. Hi, I'm Quinn Legari, City Archivist. It's my job to keep the past alive and help shape the future. With so much history lost to the first collapse, preserving humanity's knowledge is one of Neomuna's highest priorities. If we do not know who we have been, can we truly decide who we shall become?
I hate those things. They made me re-record all my originals. Apparently, my take on history can be too sarcastic.
Altruism, affinity, awareness. These aren't just the Cloud Strider ideals. They are the soul of Neomuna. Each of the memorials filling this room is a server dedicated to the life of a fallen hero, made from their own augmented systems. Every communication and journal detailing their noble sacrifice is available not only for future Cloud Striders to study, but you as well. The truest way to honor our city's champions is by using their experience to improve ourselves. Here in the foyer of arrivals rests noble Rohan. This sacred space honors both the beauty and the grief in a hero's passing. Since lockdown, so much of our city lived vicariously through our champion, and so we feel his loss more keenly. Every Cloud Strider embraces mortality, but in the lives they save and deeds recounted, they are timeless. The seed of each plant thrives in soil enriched by fallen leaves. All they are, from inception to fruit, is an echo of who came before. The plants grown here in the Hall of Heroes are all reclaimed species, extinct on Earth and restored on Neomuna. They are memories of a lost homeworld, returned to life thanks to the safety and prosperity our champions provide. Every drop that falls eventually reaches its end, yet the river continues on. That lone drop is simply a shape the river takes for a time. The water within rejoins the flow and continues on. Those loved ones who pass remain a part of us, forever shaping who we are and who we become. The Pukas you see throughout the Hall of Heroes are attracted to the powerful emotions of visitors just like you. Over generations, they have acclimated to their human neighbors. Cloud Striders routinely use emotional support Pukas in training and therapy. They often select the friendliest chicks from those hatched right here, among their fallen predecessors. The founders came to Neptune in fear, desperate to survive the collapse. The Traveler had left gardens on many planets and moons, but on Neptune, they found a harsh frontier of floating continents and dangerous storms. Compassion, cooperation, and innovation allowed them to survive, just as they now allow us all to flourish.
Maelstrom. She was one of the city's greatest military leaders. Ended the Cobalt occupation before she even became a Cloud Strider. Everybody loves him now, but back when Blue Jay was just Conrad Jane, the whole city hated his guts. Did all kinds of illegal sim research. The Strider. She was the very first official Cloud Strider. Losing her records hurts the most. Stargazer. You probably wouldn't expect a mathematician to be a great Cloud Strider, but I hear your Ikora Ray is kind of a nerd too. Siegebreaker. Telluride Magsy. He converted in the middle of the 20-year siege, and he ended it. But Vex captured his mentor, Puck. Magsy rescued Puck, but by then, the bots had stripped secrets from his brain. Old man couldn't handle the guilt. Took risks. Got hurt.
That's awful. And eerily similar to what Osiris went through. I wonder if Rohan learned how to counsel Osiris from... Guardian, your strand, it's... What's happening?
You recreated the memorial. Nimbus said your strand power could make things, but I didn't think they meant like this.
Neither did we. I guess Neomuna's emotional connection to their heroes is strong enough to anchor this strand creation permanently.
I've read some academic studies on veil transcription of the collective unconscious. I bet if I put you in cryo, I could...
Quinn, maybe we should focus on the Vex for now. Why they attacked and if they're coming back.
Yeah, I guess you're probably more useful not frozen. Right now. Let's see if we can figure out why the Vex broke in.
Let's see what I can do for you. Built a data crawler app to scour Siegebreaker's database for mentions of the other 4 Cloud Striders targeted in that Vex attack. He references Stargazer and some kind of secret number-crunching algorithm. No context. So I need you to restore Stargazer's records. All you need to do is sort of vibe with Stargazer, the city's most famous explorer.
Algorithm is inaccurate, but acceptable shorthand. It's an occlusion in the way, perhaps, but if we ride along the edge... Accelerated processing, gravitational lensing as applied to data.
Hey there, Bright Eyes. At least, I assume they're bright. Hey there, Bright Helmet? Nah. I found Stargazer's algorithm in the data you recovered, except it's not an algorithm. They called it the occlusion. Love this stuff. My data crawler also pulled some old library records showing who else accessed Stargazer's archive back in the day. Maelstrom. She was the greatest military mind in history, and she's one of our smashed servers. It can't be a coincidence. If this occlusion spooked the Vex, maybe Maelstrom kept a backup of it on her server. She was a warrior, so go start some fights.
off for good, but for now the Cloud Ark is stable and the citizens are happy. All thanks to you, friend.
This little electronic oracle may be useful, but I don't like anyone standing behind me, whether they've got a knife or not. So the question is, tear it out and let the whole network fall apart, or leave it in, and maybe things get a whole lot worse.
What do you want? My data crawler's running hot! Maelstrom accessed the occlusion a lot. She called it a simulation echo, but it's not a saved file. It's hidden code in the Cloud Ark. She found it in Cloud Strider Blue Jay's notes, so, you know, kinda need his archive restored. Blue Jay was a tech genius, rebuilt the Cloud Ark into a virtual world. He also built most of our modern computer defenses, which means security. Ugh. Security access is the bane of my archival career. This is outside my clearance, but Nimbus could help.
Check this out. Now that's how you shut down a city disturbance! Nicely done!
Nimbus, we've entered the VexNet, but there's no way forward.
Let me cross-check your position markers. Oh, there you are. I'll open a path for you. You're in the VexNet's quantum entangled pointer directory.
Any damage done to a pointer will be reflected on the data it's entangled with. Cloud Ark data, I presume.
Yep. And now that the Shadow Legion are invading the VexNet, they're planting bombs and destabilizing everything. If any bombs go off, they'll destroy irreplaceable data in the Cloud Ark. Can we count on you to stop them?
We've got your back, Nimbus. bomb defused.
Great work! But I'm detecting more explosive signatures further out in the VexNet. Hang on, I'll open another path for you. Vex network permissions can be so fussy. Got it! I've opened up a data conduit. They're used for high-speed data transfer, but they'll carry you just as fast. According to the directory, the pointer ahead of you leads to a historical code repository by user M. Sundaresh.
Maya? Silver? Of the Ishtar Collective?
The one and only. She was one of Biomuna's founders. Her code laid the city's foundations.
But that code must be centuries old. Surely it isn't still in use.
Of course not, but it's part of our history.
And you say I'm obsessed with ancient history.
Of Sundaresh's personal logs, authentication keys and all.
The Guardian is risking their life for diary entries? I was expecting something more important.
They are important.
we've found our bomb setter.
Have some kind of fail-safe arming mechanism. Guardian, defuse it quickly. It isn't of immediate use, but it's clearly important to you.
We can always rebuild. But Rohan used to say, if we lose sight of where we came from, whatever we built wouldn't be Neomuna anymore.
I see. Your memories, your history, makes you who you are.
So it turns out, no shocker, Blue Jay found the occlusion from the first Strider's records. I've got a bigger issue for you, though. My occlusion data crawler accidentally expanded to scan Shadow Legion radio chatter. It returned a hit. The Cabal discovered a new Vex operation looking for the occlusion and ordered their troops to steer clear. So the Vex aren't afraid of the occlusion. They want it, and they're tunneling into the Cloud Arc to find it. It all comes back to the first Strider. I need you to restore her memorial. Guess you could have seen that coming, huh? She was a legendary warrior, so you need to go over the top defending the city. Keep your eyes open. Shadow Legion troops might be carrying more telemetry about this Vex mission.